What's up, everybody? This is Sherry Hensley, and I'm a realtor living and working right here on Galveston Bay. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living on Galveston Bay, well, boy, are you in the right place. I am here with you today to share the top mistakes. I am talking about the biggest mistakes that condo buyers are making and how to avoid those mistakes. The condo buying process requires a bit more navigation than a single-family home. As a realtor who specializes on condo sales and purchases, what I want to do here today is share with you the biggest mistakes that condo buyers are making and how you can avoid making those mistakes. Welcome back to another real estate video, y'all. Today's video is going to be all about condo buying mistakes. So let's jump right to it now and touch on the very first mistake. If you're looking at a condo and you walk in and you don't like the layout and you want to move some walls, take down some walls, open it up, when you buy a condo, you own everything inside the walls and ownership. But the reality is, there's things behind those walls. There's vertical plumbing, there's electrical, there's probably concrete pillars. There are probably load-bearing walls too. So if you just walk into a condo and think that you have all the power in the world to tear down every single wall and open up the space, if you're thinking about opening up any sort of wall, you really need to slow down. If it is your plan to buy the condo and then immediately start tearing walls down, moving the laundry room, renovating the bathrooms, expanding the kitchen, you really want to make sure your renovation plans are even possible before you go under contract. The second mistake people make when buying a condo is not viewing your parking spot before you write your offer. Now, with most one bedrooms, they'll come with one parking spot. And most two bedrooms, well, they'll sometimes come with either one or two. Some even have no assigned parking at all. If you're anything like me though, you want to see that spot. You're going to see it daily. You drive daily, and this is a big part of your life. And the problem that arises with the parking spot really just breaks down into one of two categories. The first one is, well, the spot's just really far away, or maybe it's not under a covering, or not in a garage, or maybe it's just very inconvenient or super far away from your unit door. The second issue is, and this is probably a bigger issue, is, well, the spot is a compact spot and your car just won't fit. Here in Galveston, we have a lot of condos from the 80s and the 90s, maybe in your area too. These condo buildings that are now 30, 40 years old, well, back in the day, they had compact spots from back in the day. If you will, imagine a compact spot from 1980. How large do you think that spot is? Well, cars have only gotten bigger. Now imagine your SUV or extended cab pickup truck. Think about parking your vehicles in that compact spot. Now, obviously, that's an extreme example, but compare a sedan from the 1980s to a sedan from 2022. Cars have really gotten bigger. Parking spots have not gotten bigger. Or even worse, imagine if you have a compact spot with a wall next to you and an extended cab pickup truck on the other side. Lord, that could surely be an issue for you. Now, the parking spot may or may not be part of the sales price, and it could be included in the monthly condo fee. There may be an extra fee for a parking spot, depending on the community itself. Either way, it is a tremendous amount of value in that parking spot. You really don't want to be surprised about this in this instance. We all love our cars. We all love our trucks. You never want to be surprised by the size of these spots because, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to parking spots, size indeed does matter. The third mistake people make is not knowing the percentage of owner-occupied units. Now, this is important for two reasons. The first reason involves getting financing. Once the owner-to-renter ratio drops to 50% or lower, meaning 50% of owners occupy the property full-time and 50% are occupied by weekenders, short-term renters, or long-term renters. If you are planning to obtain a mortgage, it becomes much more difficult to get approved for condo financing in a community because there's more risk involved for the lender. The second reason you want to see a low rental ratio if you plan to occupy the property is because when you have a large percentage of renters, they sometimes can be a bit louder. They may also not take as good a care of the unit and the community compared with an owner who bought into the community and is paying a mortgage. The owner tends to be more invested compared to a renter that may only be there for a year or 2 years or a weekend. Your overall quality of life is probably going to be a little bit better in a building with a higher owner occupancy rate compared to a building with a lot of renters, whether you're financing or not. If you want to live on the property yourself full-time, take that into consideration. The fourth mistake is not learning about an upcoming special assessment. A special assessment is a fee that all condo owners have to pay for an unexpected repair or to replenish an underfunded reserve. Every owner pays a monthly condo fee, and from that monthly condo fee, money should also go towards the reserve fund as well. Now, that reserve fund is a separate account set aside for larger repair items when something unexpected happens, like let's say a storm comes through and damages the roof, or an elevator just all of a sudden stops working. Well, it needs to be repaired immediately. Money from that reserve fund is used to pay for those unexpected repairs as well. But if you live in a condo that maybe didn't plan that well for the future, or maybe just the project costs more money than the amount of money in the reserve fund, that means the condo board would have to impose a special assessment on all the residents to pay for that repair. Each owner will pay a portion of the special assessment relative to their condo size. So 1-bedroom owners will pay less compared to a 3-bedroom owner or even a 2-bedroom owner, simply because 1-bedroom owners own less of the community compared to the larger units like the 2 or 3-bedroom. The special assessment could be due and payable in full. Sometimes they can add it to the condo fee, so you'll have a condo fee and then your special assessment fee on top of that for a certain amount of time. Sometimes you can work out a payment plan until it's paid off, and as always, condo owners have the choice of paying it off all in one lump sum. So now you know the dangers, if you will, about the special assessment. So how do you find out if there is one? Well, there's 3 ways to find out about a special assessment. The first way is to have your local buyer's agent ask the listing agent or the management company if there's any special upcoming assessments. Just ask the condo management. Get the number, do your research, stop by the office, ask them directly if there are any upcoming special assessments. And the third way, once you're under contract, you're going to receive condo resale docs. This will include a resale disclosure, and in that resale disclosure, it will show meeting minutes, and in those minutes, it's going to show if they're talking about upcoming special assessment. Now, keep in mind, I'm not talking about present special assessments. Here, we're talking about an upcoming special assessment, something that hasn't been approved yet, but it may happen in 3 months, 6 months, a year, or 2 years down the road. Whew, that was a long one, and hopefully you're still here. Hey, if you are still here, smash that thumbs up button. Let me know you're enjoying the video. The 5th mistake is not reading the pet policy. The pet policy is generally pretty straightforward. Please read the pet policy before submitting a contract. It usually comes down to dogs and cats. You've got a dog, you've got a cat, you've got multiple cats, you've got multiple dogs. You just want to make sure you read the policy. Surprisingly enough, having a fish is usually allowed inside a condo, but somehow having 2 dogs is just not allowed. I'm just trying to imagine how that conversation went down. Hey there, Bill. Should we allow owners to have 2 dogs? 2 dogs? Are you crazy, man? Oh, ridiculous question. My mistake. Okay. How about allowing owners to have a 60-gallon glass container of water in their living room with their pet fish, where they're not even going to be there looking after the fish for most of the time throughout the day? And did I mention it's a 60-gallon tank of water in a high-rise building? Bill, that's genius. It's a great idea. Man, you're promoted. Mistake number 6 is not checking to see if the community is FHA or VA approved. If you are going with an FHA loan or a VA loan, the last thing you want to have happen is for you to tour a community, fall in love with the community, the layout of the condo. It is the perfect layout. It's the dream home. And the seller can accept your offer because the community has not been approved by FHA or VA. This is very important. There are some communities here in Galveston that don't allow short-term rentals, that are condotels, and they require special financing. And a lot of those are not VA or FHA approved properties. If you are looking for a condo, be sure you are working with a great local lender and a great local real estate agent who can point you in the right direction for communities that are approved for the type of financing that you have. Mistake number 7 is not understanding those condo fees. I have never worked with a buyer that said, man, oh man, I sure wish my condo fees were higher. But you know, they are a necessary evil. Condo fees are anywhere from $300 to over $1,000 a month. Some buyers enjoy communities with really low condo fees. But then I start getting more experience and I work with the buyers, and what I realized is we need to figure out what your long-term goals are. Are you planning on living in a community for more than just a couple of years? Are you going to rent it out? You want to make sure that they're going to the reserve fund, that they have a well-funded reserve fund. You want to look at those special assessments that we talked about earlier. Most of the condo fees cover common area maintenance, repairs, common area insurance, and maintenance and repair of all the amenities. There may be a staff, a front desk, maintenance. People's salaries could be included in that condo fee. They sometimes may include water, gas, sewer, trash, or even internet cable. So if you're just looking at this one monthly number and you say, oh, no, that condo fee is so high, I won't pay that, I'll never pay a condo fee like that. Well, you really need to make sure that you understand the value, because price without value is totally meaningless. And quite frankly, you've got to pay for gas, water, sewer, and Wi-Fi wherever you are. So we want to make sure that you understand the fees and that understand the value that you're going to get from those fees. Now, the last note about condo fees is if you have a mortgage, you have a mortgage payment and you have a condo fee. These items are two separate entities paid to two different entities. When you're comparing condo communities in different areas with different amenities, we want to make sure that we fully understand the value and the fees. So you have to compare apples to apples. Look at the amenities. Really, are you going to use all the amenities? You're going to pay monthly to use those amenities whether you physically use them or not. Well, there you have it, y'all. My top mistakes that condo buyers make and how to avoid them. If you like this video, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. It would make my day. Seriously, it would. This is probably the most asked question I get. Can I rent out this unit when my family isn't using it? Well, maybe. Now, I can't emphasize this enough. Please call me and I will help you navigate, find the right property, help you find the right financing. I will help you through the process. Please reach out to us, give us a call, set up that consultation, smash that subscribe button, share. Most importantly, hop on over to my website, check it out, look for real-time property listings, and while you're here, check out my other videos.